2 wins in 6 days, whole different deal, huh?
Yeah, it's good. It's a good feeling. It's good to get that kind of that feeling in the locker room back, and especially going into a bye week, and kind of feel like, hey, we're obviously we dug ourselves into a little hole, but we're kind of working our way out of it, and hopefully can continue this run.
5 trips inside the 30, 5 field goals. Obviously, you need some touchdowns, but what's the next step now for this offense?
Yeah, I think just finishing those drives, and again, I think we're very close. The opportunities are there. You see them. We're just seems. Just what I don't know, if it's down to inches away from instead of field goals, turning those into touchdowns and doing some really good things. But again, we're playing smarter football. We're not obviously having the turnovers and we still got to clean up a few things. We still get a few mistakes that kind of hurt us. Protection-wise, on one drive, on the first play, we kind of mess up a protection, and I'm trying to avoid a sack, and we get an intentional grounding, and so you got a 2nd and 28, so that kind of kills that possession. So a few things where because we have some young running backs, some new guys in there where it's tough. It's tough on them. They're obviously doing kind of Peyton Hillis did a great job, but. They're kind of getting into some plays and getting into some things, maybe we haven't practiced yet, and so versus different looks, and so the more time Peyton and Michael Cox get it running back and get more reps in practice and games, the better off they'll be.
Do you have to, considering some of the new faces and the many changes, do you have to, or does the coaching staff have to get the plays into you earlier? It looks like sometimes as the play clock's coming down, you're having a rush at the end where maybe you could use a couple more seconds to get that play settled in and get everybody settled at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be those few times where the play might get in a little late, and I got to do a good job of seeing that. And then other times we were trying to, doing a lot of, a good bit of kind of check with me. It's kind of dependent on the look of the defense and based off the front running it to certain ways. So it's taking a little while to kind of, for us to get set, for them to get set, for me to be able to make my decisions and make calls and do motions. And so some of the stuff just, was time consuming. So, I got to do a better job of seeing the play clock and kind of having a good feel for when we're getting out of the huddle in a timely fashion or not, and avoiding those. We had some costly penalties.
We're talking with Eli Manning now, off the Giants' 2 wins in 6 days. They get a bye now, and then Eli 3 home games in a row.
Yeah.
And that's where things are gonna. If you're gonna make a run here, that's where you're gonna make that run with that 3-game homestand.
Yeah, definitely. And so we're looking forward to that stretch. It's nice to have these home games, and we were kind of excited about it. 2 weeks ago, we said, all right, hey, we got, obviously we got Minnesota at home. Then we have a short trip to Philly. It's kind of nice, 1 o'clock, a bus ride away, and then a bye week, and then 3 home games. We have a nice little stretch. We got to take advantage of this. And so, obviously, Oakland is the next one. And, I don't know much about them defensively. I hadn't looked at any film yet, but, I saw that they beat Pittsburgh last week, and they're doing some good things. So we got to make sure we get ready for that one, and just worry about us. Keep winning games and see how the rest of the division falls into place.
All right, let's be honest. This division has broken right. If
Sure.
It could have broken, the Cowboys lead the division at 4-4. It's the only division that doesn't have at least a 2-loss team leading the division. So it's worked out where instead of being 4 or 5 games out, you're only 2.5 games out, which has to serve as a motivator to you guys here at the halfway point.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we realize, hey, we're still in this thing, and as bad as it started off, we can make it right, and we can fix this, and it's just going to come down to how we finish this season. This second half of the season. we got to get hot, and we got to start playing to our ability and finding ways to win games. And obviously we got the next game is the only one that you can worry about, and that's Oakland. And but we know we got 3 home games in a row, and we still got to play Dallas again. We still got to play Washington twice. So we got some big division games, and obviously no one in this division is running away with anything, and you never know what can happen. We got a lot of football and not too far behind.